I think your best bet right now is to be completely honest with us, okay? Because right now, you look like somebody who wanted to steal from a confused old man. You understand that?
Yeah.
And your story doesn't make any sense. So let's move on from that, okay? There's a lot more going on here. Did you take advantage of that old man?
I didn't take advantage of him.
Yes, you did.
No.
Listen.
I don't want to say I took advantage of
him.
him.
Then you know what? Do you want to make this right?
Yeah.
For him?
Yes.
Then let's get it right, okay?
But I don't want to say I took advantage of him, no.
What did you do then? You're going to get pictures in jail, in prison, of your little boy growing up. That's your future.
This is Amelia Bissoon, a 25-year-old personal banker arrested in connection with a double murder tied to the theft of $50,000 from a client.
They're both dead.
What?
Yeah. They're dead. So now we really need to talk. Okay?
How did they die?
They were murdered.
She is confident that by claiming she knows nothing about the killings or the missing money, she can get away with it.
I need to know that I'm going home. I need to know that I'm going to see my son. I need to know that I have no part of this whatsoever.
But detectives already know about her son's bank account and the murder weapon her husband had recently purchased.
Do you think Josh killed these people?
Do I think so?
Yeah.
I would know. I hope not. I mean...
So it's just a coincidence that they ended up dead that day?
And he wasn't home?
Is he capable of killing people? Over this?
He's capable of killing someone, yes.
Would you have expected your wife to say that you did this if you didn't do it? Are things that bad? She's basically sending you to prison for the rest of your life.
I would never expect that from her at all.
Who killed Cynthia and Sean?
Josh.
An hour ago you said you didn't know anything about it. Now all of a sudden you know. How do you know that Josh did this besides... how do you know?
When he came home, he told me that he handled the situation.
Around sunrise on July 18th, 2018, neighbors near an apartment complex on West Jefferson Street in Orlando called 911 after hearing 5 gunshots, and deputies rushed to find Cynthia Stack shot multiple times in the living room and her son Sean dead in a back bedroom, killed at close range. The trail to that bedroom begins months earlier inside a Chase branch in downtown Orlando, where Amelia Bissoon works as a personal banker and gains the trust of Jerry Stack, a military veteran living with the long-term effects of a traumatic brain injury that leaves him confused and dependent on others to manage his money. In March 2018, Amelia convinces Jerry to sign 2 cashier checks for $25,000 each. The checks are made out to her son and deposited into an account her husband Joshua Ramsawmy recently opens, and almost immediately Amelia and Joshua begin spending the funds as if they belong to them. Cynthia notices the unusual withdrawals, traces the money back to Amelia, confronts her, and demands answers, but Amelia denies it and stalls. Then, on July 13th, Joshua purchases a Taurus 9mm, and 5 days later, the shots are fired. Investigators seize evidence at the scene, but the clearest leads come from bank records and phone logs tying the $50,000 transfer and frequent contact between Cynthia and Amelia in the days before the killings. And on July 27th, 2018, investigators take both Amelia and Joshua into custody.
All right. So, Amelia, I can tell you the reason why we're here today is because of that issue at the bank. Okay. All right. Does that surprise you?
For this type of situation, yeah.
Okay.
Like this intense. I mean, I got in trouble at work, which makes sense, but I'm just confused about this.
Well, let's walk through it a little bit, okay? Let's walk through that and see how maybe we came here today, all right, and find out if this was just a misunderstanding or what, okay? So, what was the name of the customer?
Gerald.
Okay.
Mr. Gerald.
So what happened with this write-up? So, I mean, had you been a banker for him for a while? I mean...
Yeah, so I've been his banker since I moved here.
Did you... Okay.
Since we moved here.
So what happened with these checks?
Nothing. He called him. I have the record over global security.
Mm-hmm.
So when they came in, they pulled like call logs, they pulled like cameras, just to make sure like they pulled signature files. Because I mean, it's still federal, it's the bank. So they wanted to make sure that I wasn't like, I guess, stealing.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to like do this whole like track record and contact him, make sure that like he did give me permission to go ahead and pull this money out of the account, to write these 2 checks out. Mm-hmm. And that was it. I mean, that happened since March. That was...
And when you talk to Gerald, I mean, how did he appear to you? Is he a young guy, old guy?
He's old.
Oh, how did he appear to you when you talked to him?
He's okay.
He was okay?
Yeah.
Did you ever have any issues when you talked to him about remembering things or anything like that?
No, he told me he had brain... Like, I know, like, a little about himself. Like, he had brain surgery.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, he remembers things. I don't think he forgets, really. He's a little frantic sometimes because he gets, like... I don't know, like, he's just frantic. That's it. Like, when he talks to me, he always brings up, like, stories about, like, his kids and, I don't know, like, traumatic things that happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. I mean, that's really the only time I see him, like, ever, like, frantic. But other than that, he's so nice.
Okay. Yeah, nice guy. But so he didn't seem like he was ever confused or forgot things or anything like that?
I mean, sometimes to other bankers, too. He actually has a note on his account that, like, he does stuff and then he forgets. But that's due to his, like, brain surgery. So, like, one time he had written a check for somebody and he called me and he told me to cancel it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he called me back and he was like, no, let it go through.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's, like, an example of him. Like,
How long before all this happened did that happen?
Oh, that was maybe January or February?
It's about a month or two before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe January or February. I can't remember too much, but I think it was around that time.
Just help me out. So he had you draw these 2 checks?
Yeah.
Okay. How much were they worth?
$25,000 each.
Okay. What did he have you do? Like, what did he ask for?
Nothing. It's just we put 2 checks and $25,000 each,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it. The grandson came, picked him up, and...
The grandson came and picked him up?
Mhm.
What's the grandson's name?
Ooh, I don't remember.
When
I
did he
opened up
come-
his account for him, like, the day after.
When did he come in and pick them up?
Either the day after or the same day, I don't remember.
Okay.
Because it was either the day before or the day after,
Mm-hmm.
I opened up an account for him. I don't know if it was the same day or not, but I did open up his account for the grandson.
Oh, so he must have just deposited those checks into the account?
I'm guessing.
Okay. So he took so you're thinking that he took the 25,000 and deposited in that check?
No, he didn't put it in his account because I transferred money over into his account from his grandpa.
When he came in to get the cashier's checks, who were they made out to? The grandson?
No, they were made out to my son, Julian Hewick.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
So, when I had talked to Mr. Stack, he didn't want his grandson to have full funds right away.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of like an agreement that me and him made.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want his grandson to have the funds right away. So he said that if we can keep the funds and just keep it safe for him, that was it. So I put them in my son's name.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you put them in a Chase Bank account?
Mm-mm.
Where did you put them?
My husband took them.
And what did he do with them?
I guess he opened an account with them.
Where?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, but this was an agreement that, like, me and Mr. Stack
And what were you supposed to do with the checks?
keep them until he told me his grandson needed them, so.
Did he tell you that yet?
Mm-hmm.
So you gave the money back already?
No.
Where's the money?
My husband, I guess he used it, I don't know. He has, I don't know what happened.
He used it?
Well, my husband has the checks. Like, that's my husband. I don't know.
So
Amelia sits there acting like the $50,000 is barely worth discussing. The way she brings it up, you'd think she's talking about a harmless banking mistake, not money taken from a man who trusted her. She doesn't sound nervous. She doesn't sound ashamed. Instead, she looks comfortable. A small smile, a shrug, the kind of body language that says, this isn't a big deal. And that's the point. She keeps emphasizing how close she and Jerry are, almost like that closeness is supposed to erase what happened. In Amelia's head, this isn't stealing. It's spotting an opening and using it. She reframes it as something reasonable, even though it's built on manipulating a vulnerable customer. Her role in this case stays heavily tied to the financial side, and that's where this mindset comes in. People involved in these kinds of crimes rarely see themselves as criminals. They see it as being clever, taking advantage, doing what others would do if they had the chance. And once the murders enter the picture, the fraud starts to feel even smaller to her, almost like it doesn't count anymore. That's why there's no remorse in her tone, no emotional weight. She reduces it down to nothing. This is the white-collar mentality in real time. It's not wrong, it's just smart. And that calmness is exactly what helps her avoid serious consequences, leaving her with only 3 years.
Well, this is where I kind of get lost. I'm just trying to make sure I understand, okay? So, where did this conversation with you and Gerald take place that he wanted you to hold on to this money?
Over the phone. And in person.
On the bank phone or on your cell phone?
The bank phone.
Did you ever use your cell phone to talk to Gerald?
Yeah, sometimes, all the time. I keep in good relation with him.
With that same number there?
Mm-hmm.
At the bank and on the phone?
Both, yeah.
Okay. And he asked you to...
So I told him that we'll keep the funds in a safe place for him. And
I guess my question is, why wouldn't you just leave the funds in the bank?
he didn't want them to be in there. He told me that he wanted to put money aside. He said put $50,000 aside.
So, but again, I guess I get confused because didn't you tell me the grandson came in and picked up the checks the next day?
Mm-hmm.
So did he come in and pick up the checks the next day?
No.
All right, so we're lost.
Yeah, I gave them to my husband.
Okay, so that whole thing is not true?
No, so the grandson didn't come pick them up.
Okay.
I gave them to my husband. But the grandson did come in to open up an account the next day.
That's fine, but I guess I'm just lost as to why would you say the grandson came to pick him up?
Well, because that's kind of what I told work as far as like the grandson came and picked the checks
But
up.
that's not true.
No, but I had to tell that for work because I can get fired. I don't want to get fired.
You didn't want to get fired.
No.
Then why did you do it?
Because this was what he wanted me to do. I mean, I'm a good friend of his. He gave me permission.
Well, yeah, I have a lot of good friends. I have plenty of people that I'm friends with, but I'm not going to get fired for them.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, yeah. Well, I don't want to get fired at work, so that's why.
Okay.
It's kind of what I had to go with.
So you lied at work?
To keep my job, yes.
Okay.
I have a statement, actually, too.
Mm-hmm. And what's the statement say?
I don't remember, but I have it written down. It's in my desk.
You've never been arrested before, is that correct?
No, sir.
You have a 7-year-old son, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me explain something to you, Amelia.
Okay.
All right? People do things sometimes, especially money. Money makes people do crazy things, right? Mm-hmm. Let's be real, okay? We've talked to Gerald, all right? Gerald can't barely tell you what day it is, okay? Mm-hmm. So, and anybody who talks to him should know that. Mm-hmm. So if he asked you to do that, there's two problems we have here, isn't there? Let's start talking. Let's agree with each other. Okay. There's two problems, don't you think?
Okay.
What's the first problem we have?
Well, I mean, he did give me permission to do this.
Okay.
Because there's no signature forging. There's no nothing.
Who's saying anything about signature forging?
No, but I'm just saying, well, at work, because that's what they have to do. That's what I'm saying before when I was talking to you. They pull call
When did he
records.
When did he sign the checks, the withdrawal slips?
The day before.
Day before.
Mm-hmm.
Where at?
His home. I know where. I keep in contact with him. I know where he lives.
So you went to his house?
I go to his house all the time.
When was the last time you were at his house?
I went to his house after I got written up.
Mm-hmm.
To have a document notarized saying that he did give me permission. He gave me, Amelia Bissoon, permission to pull these 2 checks out of the account under this name.
Did you go?
Yes, I went with the notary.
Who else went?
My husband.
And who else?
The notary.
Who else?
That's it, just the 3 of us. It was a white woman, Deborah. I Googled her to get the notary done.
Mm-hmm.
My husband and myself.
So you went through all that, but you didn't tell work what was going on. Why did you get that document?
because I didn't want, because when I got the write-up, I didn't want it to be like, no one's going to, for this situation, I don't want to be like, he didn't give me permission to pull this money out, because he did.
Mm-hmm.
He did give me permission, so I wanted a notarized document from a notary stating that he did give me permission for this circumstance right here. And he has a physical copy of that notarized document as well.
Do you have a copy of it?
I do. It should be somewhere in my car.
In your car?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what else happened after they talked to you at the bank about this?
That's it. It happened in March. I got my write-up in May.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. Actually, on Monday was my 60 days. That was it.
Okay. So the grandson didn't come in to get it, and he didn't use it to open the account.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave you that money for safekeeping.
Mm-hmm.
Why did he write it in your son's name?
I put it in my son's name.
So he didn't ask you to do that?
No.
He didn't tell you to do that?
To put in my son's name? Well, I let him know that's what I was going to do. That, hey, I'm putting these funds in my son's name. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. And what if he tells us that didn't happen?
I don't know. I mean, that's why I got that document notarized, and I gave him a copy, and I kept the copy as well, just to have all this confusion just set in place. I mean, I know a notary is not like illegal, but still, it's still something that shows that.
So somebody who puts on an account, well, who put that note on his account?
Which one?
Remember that note you talked about him forgetting things?
Yes.
Who put that note on his account?
That I'm not too sure. It doesn't.
Who would have put that on there?
Probably another banker that's out with him.
And if they did it at your request, would that be unusual?
No.
No?
If they did it at my request?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out.
No.
No. Okay. And beyond that, he gave you this money for safekeeping. So he trusted you this money and you were supposed to give it back to him at some point in time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But you spent it.
For the most part, yes, sir.
Okay. Is that the good thing to do?
No, sir.
How are you going to pay him back?
Over time, I guess.
Well, that money was for his grandson.
In a sense.
What do you mean in a sense?
I mean, in a sense, yeah. But he did give me permission to put the check in my son's name.
But he didn't give you permission to spend it?
I guess not.
No.
Amelia was so confident she hadn't done anything wrong because she kept saying, Jerry gave me permission. But the problem is, Jerry had a brain injury. He couldn't even think straight, and detectives quickly dug into that. When they asked him directly, he told them he didn't remember giving Amelia any permission at all, especially not to deposit checks into her son's account. And that's where things get even clearer. On the day of the murder, Amelia didn't go with Joshua to Cynthia's house. Joshua carried out the killing alone, but according to Joshua's own statement, Amelia was still behind it. He said she told him to go handle it. The picture is obvious. Amelia doesn't care about anyone except herself. And the dumbest part is that she actually thought she could lie her way out of this.
Now, would people have a knowledge of somebody being confused and forgetting?
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking to somebody like that, do you think it's a good idea to do what they ask you to do like that?
I guess not, no.
And you knew, the bank, you're not supposed to do that stuff.
Yes.
Okay. We have a lot of problems, don't you think?
Yeah.
Right. So here's what I say. All right, Amelia, I think your best bet right now is to be completely honest with us, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, you look like somebody wanted to steal from a confused old man. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
And your story doesn't make any sense. So let's move on from that, okay? There's a lot more going on here, all right?
Okay.
So let's go on a little bit more, okay? The truth is going to be the best thing right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go on a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Where did you guys spend the money at? And don't say your husband. Let's not say. I mean, yeah, he probably took the money out, okay? But you're right there with him. Where are we spending the money at?
Just in little things, bills.
Do you know any of Gerald's family members?
I know his grandson who came to open the account.
Mm-hmm. What's his name?
I don't remember. I know they have the same last name.
Okay. And did you know him before that?
No, I only met him through the grandfather. And I know he has a daughter. His daughter's name is Cindy. She had
Mhm.
called me
She called you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What did she call you about?
I think last week, was it last week Monday or the week before?
Mm-hmm.
She had called me about her dad's account.
Mm-hmm. What did she say?
They had went into the branch for like a transaction history,
Mm-hmm.
and they were just calling me to confirm about the funds, about like what's going on. And
Cindy called you?
Mhm.
She called you at work?
Well, yes, at work. She was at that branch at Americana, and they called me from there. So I'll let her know when I get home. I'll talk to her. But the thing is, like,
Hold on, let me make sure I understand. So she called you, so the branch that she was at called you at your branch?
At my branch and at my cell phone.
Well, they called both.
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I think it was my desk phone.
Mm-hmm.
They called me at my desk,
Mm-hmm.
and I spoke to her over the phone. And she was just going through her dad's transaction history.
Okay. And what did she say to you?
She was just confirming the transfers that I made from the dad's account into Sean's account.
Mm-hmm.
She asked about the checks.
Mm-hmm.
That was really it. Oh, and the check that I had stopped that was supposed to go out, and then that he wanted to push back through, but it went out. So those
Okay.
two things.
And you told her you were going to talk to her more when you got home?
Yeah, because I can't talk when I'm at work. I couldn't talk about the situation. I was at work.
Okay. So tell me about the conversation you called her when you got home.
Well, yeah, I spoke to her when I got home, but there's just certain information I'm not allowed to give her because there's no other name on the account besides the father.
Well, technically, you're not supposed to be talking on a cell phone with a client or
Well, yeah.
customer anyway, right?
Well, yeah, that's
All
the
right.
thing,
So
so-
you're not worried about that. You were just worried about giving her information about Gerald.
Exactly.
Okay. So what did she ask you about?
She was just asking me about the transaction history on the account, but I'm trying to let her know that I can't.
Specifically, those two $25,000 transactions.
No, not only that, the transfer for the $10,000. There was $10,000 transferred from the dad's account into Sean's checking account as well.
Mm-hmm.
She was asking about that.
Did you do that?
Yes.
Were they at the branch for that?
Sean was, yes.
Sean was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why were you not talking to Gerald about it?
I spoke to him while he was in the branch that day.
Mm-hmm. What day?
The day that they called me from the branch stating that.
And what did you say to Gerald?
Nothing. I was just asking him if everything's okay. You know, he was just like, he came here to put his grandson on as a beneficiary, which I've been trying to have him do for a long time.
Wait a minute. Put his grandson on as a beneficiary.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that, so if something happened to Gerald, he gets all the money.
Yes.
But he didn't want to give him $50,000?
He didn't want to give him the funds right then and there. So
And this is where I get lost. I mean, follow me here. So he comes in, open an account, and he transfers $10,000 over, right?
yes.
So why does he have to take $50,000 out to get to you to hold on to when he could just transfer $10,000 over like
But
that?
the thing is, at the time of, he didn't want to give him the full funds. So
Right,
it's
but
not-
Gerald's not spending a lot of money. Let's be real. I
No,
looked at his
he's
account.
not
He's
at
not
all.
spending a lot of money, right? No. So he can leave 50. He's got well more than 50,000 in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he can leave 50,000 in there
Mm-hmm.
and not spend it. He doesn't. It's not like he's spending money like it's going out of style.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't have to give you money to hold on to, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense.
But that's what he did, though.
No,
so-
no, but here's the problem,
Mhm.
okay? He has mental issues, all right? You even had somebody notate it on an account, okay? So here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then you didn't do what he asked you to do. You took the money and you spent it.
Okay.
You made the checks in your son's name. You told us the grandson came and picked it up, which is not true,
It's not, no.
okay? Listen, Amelia, listen, okay? At a certain point in time, we have to move past it, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Some mistakes were made. It's a lot of money, okay? You guys may have been struggling a little bit, all right? That makes sense. And I'm sure you had every intention of paying it back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you did. Because you're a good person. When money troubles come up and things happen, we do bad things. But if we want to make this right, we got to make it right from the beginning. We got to tell the truth, okay? Let's not put Gerald in a bad spot. He didn't do that to you, did he?
Mm-hmm.
He's a nice guy, and I'm sure you really do care about him.
I do.
Then let's not lie about what he did and said, okay? If you made a mistake, we need to get that out. Let's talk about that. All right? Tell me what happened.
But he did give me permission to put the funds in my son's name. That he did.
But
No, I'm saying
ahead,
that,
but-
but I did, you know, I mean, I'm not saying my intentions are wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but he did give me permission. I let him know that, you know, I'm going to put these checks
But
in.
why?
What do you mean?
Why? Why would he do that? I'm trying to understand that. Why in the first place? Did you ask him? If you asked him, let's talk about that.
No, I didn't ask him.
Did you suggest this to him?
I did suggest it, yes.
Ah. So this wasn't his idea. This was your idea. Do you see now?
But it's not like I don't want to make it. Okay.
Mm-mm. No. You knew he had a brain injury.
Yeah, but
You knew he forgets things. And he's pretty easy to... I mean, I've talked to him. I could pretty much... Yeah. Hey, this is a great idea. Do this.
Mm-hmm.
So you basically convinced him to give you money. That wasn't yours. You told him you were going to do something with the money, and that's not what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Did you take advantage of that old man?
I didn't take advantage
Yes,
of him.
you did.
No.
Listen.
I don't want to say I
Listen.
took advantage of him.
Then, you know what? Do you want to make this right
Yeah.
for him?
Yes.
Then let's get it right, okay?
But I don't want to say I took advantage of him. No.
What did you do then?
I don't want to say I took advantage of him because he's a really nice guy.
Well, if you did something wrong, we have to admit it. That's the first way to start getting back to forgiveness, yeah? That's the only way. But you see how you come in here and you say, well, he gave me permission, but you didn't tell us that was your idea. What does that look like?
That I stole, I guess. Yeah.
Pretty much, don't you think? You took the money without his permission. You know, and then when did the notary come up? After the fact.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't want it, because in a sense.
Did he seem like he understood what he was doing that day when he signed the notary?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why I brought like a random notary to make sure that, because.
So listen, Amelia, you made some mistakes. We agree on that, yeah?
Of course.
Did the money get the best of you think? Is this really who you are, or did the money get the best of you is what I'm trying to say?
No, this is who I am.
So the money got the best of you, right? I mean, if that's the case, we need to hear it from you, because if not, we have to start worrying about, are you doing this to other people?
No.
All right.
No.
So again, is this an opportunity where the money got the best of you is what I'm trying to
I
understand?
don't want to say that. I'm not this person. If I can pay him back the money, I can give him everything back.
Well, I think that's kind of what happened with Cindy, wasn't it? She was pushing for that money to get returned, wasn't she?
For Cindy? Well, she didn't understand what was going on, so she didn't.
Well, no, I think the problem is she did understand what was going on. I think she understood what was going on precisely, I think, Don't you think? Was she demanding that the money be put back?
She just wanted everything to be, fixed. She wanted everything to be
And what did she say was going to happen if it wasn't fixed?
nothing. She had asked me, she was like, if you made a mistake, she was talking, she was like, if you made a mistake, you can let me know.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what she
What
was
did she say would happen? Was she going to call the police?
No, she was just
Make a
like,
report?
mm-mm. She was like, if you made a mistake, I can work. These are her words.
Mhm.
If you made a mistake, I can work with you.
Mhm.
I don't want my dad to get upset, but I'll work with you.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was telling her is that, your dad gave me permission. He knows that the funds are out of the account. So he has knowledge of everything coming out. It's just she doesn't know, what the severity of it. She doesn't know what it was for, kind of thing. So she was confused.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't say anything bad to me. She was just like, if you did something, you can let me know. I'll work with you. We can work everything out.
And was that the end of it?
Yeah.
Amelia is doing what guilty suspects often do. She's testing the waters. She doesn't come in with a full explanation. She gives the smallest possible version of the story, just enough to see how much detectives already have. She's watching their reactions, trying to figure out what they know and what they don't. And when they don't push back hard right away, she stays with that story. But what she's trying to hide is bigger than that. Amelia and her husband are both spending money, and her involvement goes beyond just being present. She is the one who gives Jerry's daughter's address to her husband, the exact information that makes it possible for him to go there and kill them. Still, she refuses to admit that she helps plan any part of the murders. Instead, she keeps trying to shape herself into a completely different character in this room. She wants to look like a scared, cooperative young wife, not a cold planner standing behind the scenes. And she keeps that facade going even when detectives bring her face to face with the main reason she's sitting here. They have found Jerry's daughter and her son dead, and they already know exactly who did it.
I put you up to this?
No.
Well, this is the stuff we need to know. Listen, if he put you up to it, he put you up to it. That's okay. We need to know these things, though. Again, like Detective Murphy said, I think you're kind of at this crossroads right now, okay? You've got Josh, who you probably love, and he's your husband, okay? But you also have Julian. And you got to picture that little boy. You got to picture not being able to watch him grow up. Think about that for a second. Think about being put somewhere very far away from him, and the only way you're going to have contact with him is through letters. You're going to get pictures in jail, in prison of your little boy growing up. That's your future. He's going to grow up with his grandparents, maybe? Who knows? Maybe Matthew's grandparents, maybe Matthew's parents, maybe somebody else will try and take him away from them. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. No, we're not saying we're going to take your kids away from you, okay? Now's the time, all right? You got to start thinking long and hard who you have loyalty to. If Josh screwed up, he screwed up. That's not on you. And anything you know about that, we need to know about. He messed this up. He did this. He did this. And I don't want to go in there and have him tell me that you told him to go do it. Do you understand this? This whole thing. I'm talking about everything. We can't do this anymore. Now's the time. Tell us what he did. So you can look at your son and say, I did the right thing in the end. What did he do? We need to know.
I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to.
Tell us, listen, you have to trust us. Okay?
I don't want to get in trouble for
We know
any
you
of
didn't
this.
do this. We know
I
you
don't want to
didn't.
get in trouble for any of this.
What did he
Nothing
do?
to do with
What
me.
did he do?
I don't know the severity of what he did,
What did he do?
but he knows the relationship that I have with Mr. Stack. He knows that. I mean, I would take him food, like,
Listen to me.
so at a point he would get upset with me that, like, I'm too nice, that I can't kind of act with my customers, but he's the old guy. He has no family. He has nobody, like, nobody. And I guess he was started to get upset that why are you letting your feelings at work push you out, kind of like, and make you react outside. And I mean, I talked to him because, you know, as my husband, I talked to him.
Did Josh say that you kind of were owed this money because you were taking care of this guy?
I don't know if he said that, but
Something like that? What did he tell you?
I don't want to get in trouble. I didn't do anything.
Okay. We need to know. Well, then tell us, okay? Tell us.
I don't want to say he made me do it. No one, I mean, it was me physically that had to be the one to conduct everything. I don't want to say
Whose idea was it?
It was Josh's.
Okay, tell me about it.
Well, he knew the severity of the situation. He knew how close I was with him.
And he thought you could use that to get this done?
Yes.
Okay,
That's why nothing is in my name.
Did he tell
nothing
you?
is.
And he told you to do this? Like, I mean, as far as, like, who came up with the idea of, like, putting the check in your son's name? And
He did.
He did. Okay. Were you scared when you did it?
Of course.
Did you feel bad?
I've never done anything like this.
No. Did you feel bad?
Of course. Yes. I still feel bad.
Would you say you were, well, let me ask you this question. What do you think would have happened if you told Josh no?
I don't know. He would have got mad.
What
He
happens
would
when,
have asked me why. Like, why didn't I? Or
what happens when he gets mad?
he just gets angry and.
Okay. Does he do crazy things when he gets angry?
I mean, in a sense.
So when Josh found out that Cindy was asking about this money and asking for it back and everything, what did he say?
He didn't say anything to me. He was just like, why does she want to know? Like, why?
And again, this is the important part now. This is where you have to put Julian, you, for we need to know. All right, what did he do?
I don't know what he did. That.
What do you, okay. What do you think he did?
I don't think he did anything.
They're both dead.
What?
Yeah. They're dead. So now we really need to talk. Okay?
How did they die?
They were murdered.
Where?
Listen. If there's anything that you know about this, okay?
Uh-huh.
Now's the time, okay? Because let's listen to me. Listen to me. You're all over their stuff talking to them.
Mm-hmm.
You took money from their father. This was not an amicable, let's talk about this.
No, of course, yeah. I don't,
Right.
whoa.
And where was Josh? or Wednesday night? Tuesday night. Wednesday.
Tuesday night, he went. That's when he went to Daytona.
Are you sure about that?
That's what he told me. His phone was off. I mean, I was texting him. I asked him, where are you? He called me at 10 o'clock. That Tuesday, my cousins were here from New York.
Mm-hmm.
And
What did he say?
I didn't get his phone call. I missed it.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the Orlando Eye area.
Mm-hmm.
They have that new swing there, so I met my cousins there.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess while I went on the thing, I left my phone in the box. And when I came back down, I had seen a missed call, and he said, yo.
Mm-hmm.
He said, yo, in the text message.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a missed call from him.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it.
How do you know his phone was off?
Because when I call him, it would go straight to voicemail.
I can't think. This isn't something that you know about, okay? And there's so many things that are screaming out, all right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't get a phone call from this person and you don't think to call her back.
Well, the thing is, he did that to me the other night, too. And he did it to me.
No, I'm talking about Cindy.
Oh.
Cindy doesn't call you anymore. And, you were calling her. I saw that.
Yeah.
And then you just stopped. I would venture a guess, if we looked, it probably is Wednesday was the last time that anybody had any conversation with her. You probably didn't try her Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
No, I think the last time I spoke with her was Monday or Tuesday.
And she was supposed to call you back on Friday.
Friday.
Right. And you never called her back.
But yeah, I'm not going to call her back because
No.
she was questioning me.
Well, right. And you see what I'm saying? Was Josh afraid of getting in trouble for this?
No, I mean...
Well, listen. Were you afraid of getting in trouble for it?
Absolutely, from work.
Did you think the way Cindy was going, it was going to go away?
I didn't think it would be this serious.
Did you think it was going to go away?
Oh, yeah.
She wasn't stopping.
I mean, she wasn't pushing me for anything either. She wasn't threatening me. She wasn't pushing me. We were just talking. She was asking me questions about it. That was it. Half the time when she was calling me as well, it wasn't even about her dad's stuff. It was about something else. So I don't know if she just wanted to keep in contact.
Amelia, here's my problem. Okay. When we find out, if we find out, this is how you get in trouble for murder.
Me?
Okay? Yeah. Let me explain it to you. Okay. Let me explain it to you. This is how you get in trouble for it, okay? If we find out in any stretch of the imagination, in any way, shape, or form, that you were providing some type of alibi
What does that
to
mean?
Josh, that you're telling us he was somewhere where he wasn't, that you're lying to us about where he was, what you know, what you don't know, about the gun, about any of it. If we find that out, guess what you become?
I don't know.
You become a principal. Principal to homicide in the first degree.
Yeah, but I know nothing about this.
Listen, now think. Okay, think.
Okay.
Whatever little bit that you do know, we need to know. Don't leave anything out, okay? Again, like I said, you need to close your eyes for a second. You need to picture Julie. You need to understand. You got to figure out how you're going to explain to him why you didn't do the right thing. Is that what you want to do?
I don't want to go to jail. I didn't do anything. So if whatever you guys need to know, I can tell you as much as I know.
We need to know what Josh did. We need to know. And anything that you know about it, you need to tell us. Okay? You need to. This is the time right now. All right? You got to understand that. Okay? What did he tell you?
My biggest thing right now is I need to know that I'm going home. I need to know that I'm going to see my son. I need to know that I have no part of this whatsoever.
If you didn't know he was going to go over there and do that, then that's fine.
I have no... I mean, are you guys asking him these questions too?
I need to hear it from you first, okay? What I need to make sure is, listen, you don't want me to go in there and him tell me, guess what? I went over there. She gave me the address. She told me to go over there and take care of the problem. You understand that? What if he says that?
I didn't do anything. I didn't even know
Right,
that you
so
oh
listen.
my God.
Well, listen, that's not... Would that be the first time that that's happened? Right? Okay? Listen, I was just going where she told me to go. All right? She told me this was all her idea. And again, this is where I'm saying, you got to wonder, if he's put his hands on you and if he's done things to you in the past, do you think he's got any loyalty to you whatsoever? Or do you think I have a problem putting you squarely in the middle of this? If he made decisions that night, then you got to think about that. And you got to say, you know what? That wasn't my decision. I didn't tell him where to go. Now, if you did, we can work with that. Okay?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we need to know, okay, everything that you know. Everything that you know. You can't leave anything out, and you have to start. Comes a point where you're going to have to trust us. Okay? You're going to have to trust us. All right? I want to hear it from you first, so when I do talk to him, I can say that's not true. But I need the absolute truth from you, because if I don't have that, I need a way to believe you. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm. Well, the starting of this conversation was about my work stuff
Mm-hmm.
and this chat.
Sure.
And so
But obviously this led to a bigger problem.
Well, this is why I thought that I was here. I thought that maybe something happened with my write-up.
Listen, you're worried about getting in trouble.
Absolutely. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to lose my job. I have a house. I have a mortgage. I have a kid.
What did Josh do? Don't say you don't know. What did he do?
I don't know the severity of what
Did
Josh
he say he
did.
took care of the problem? Did he say anything like that?
No.
Did he tell you why they weren't calling anymore? What did he say to you that he did? Or
he didn't tell. Okay, so me and Josh,
mm-hmm.
and we don't communicate.
Okay.
And I can say that it's a bad thing that we don't,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't.
Mm-hmm.
We don't communicate with one another.
Mm-hmm.
If he's going somewhere, he's going somewhere. If I'm going somewhere, I'm going somewhere. That day he told me that I saw him at lunch.
Mm-hmm.
That was the day that the whole incident happened with him at Claremont Oak with his police officers.
Mm-hmm.
I came home for lunch maybe around 1:30.
Mm-hmm.
When I got home, he was home.
Mm-hmm.
When I left to go back to work, he was still at home,
Mm-hmm.
getting ready to leave.
Go where?
But he told me he was going out.
Where?
He didn't say where. He just told me he was going out.
Okay. What was he wearing?
He had on, I think, a blue shirt
Mm-hmm.
and jeans.
Okay. Did you talk to him on the phone?
Mm-mm. I didn't talk to him for the rest of that day because we were fighting. We had gotten into a huge fight. So I didn't talk to him.
While you were home for lunch?
Yeah, we fought while we were home for lunch with the whole stupid gun thing.
How did you know he got a gun?
I saw it. It was in the holster in my house.
You know, Amelia, I'm not. We're not trying to play good cop, bad cop on you
I
here.
know,
But
of course.
I think it's you need to understand the situation. And we've talked about a lot of different things, and we've called it a couple different things. But the fact is that you and your husband stole $50,000 from an elderly man, and then a couple days after a family member inquires about these withdrawals, her and her son are murdered in their apartment. That puts we don't work economic crime. We're not here because we work homicide, and I know you did some things to cover your tracks with this stealing of the money, and you were smart about it. You did some things that were absolutely that were smart, and you got away with it. You got away with it until Cynthia started asking questions about it, because you had gotten away with it up to that point. Chase had dropped it. But now, what you need to understand, this investigation does not stop, and it's still going on.
Of course,
when the SWAT team hit your house, we're collecting evidence. Let me just tell you right now, just so you know, okay, if we find out that you knew about this murder, contributed to it in any way, knew about it before or after it happened, you're going to be charged with first-degree murder, and that is life in prison, even if you didn't pull the trigger, okay? So what Detective Ferreira has been more than patient with you talking to you about is, don't let us leave the room with you holding something back. Because if the evidence shows it, and somebody plays this tape for people that are going to decide what's going to happen to you in the future and the relationship you're going to have with your son, and they're going to sit in there and they're going to, that woman sat there and lied to Detective Ferreira for hours and hours, knowing what had happened. And that is going to compound this issue. I know you don't want to get into trouble. It's too late for that, okay? It's too late for that. You were right in this thing. We firmly believe that you didn't go over there and kill these people. We'll be perfectly honest with you. That's not what we think. But if the evidence shows that you knew about it ahead of time, if you provided your husband with their address even, okay, that's a problem. And especially if you compound that issue with a lie. So if you let us walk out of this room knowing that you've lied to us about what happened with these people's murders, God help you and your son and what's going to happen to you in the future. And the time to repair it is now. Because the people that are going to figure out what's going to happen to you, they want to see that you've been truthful when caught. Okay, they want to see remorse. I'm seeing some remorse here. I think I think you've tried, but my problem is I think you've been trying to explain some stuff away. The bottom line is you stole $50,000 from the man. I mean, come on. Let's not beat around the bush. That's what happened. You had no intention of paying it back. You took advantage of a situation and you bought material goods with it. It's not like it's sitting in an account, okay? You bought things with it. So, that being said, you need to tell this man what you know about those two people getting killed right now.
I mean, the most I know about is what I did at the bank.
How did Josh get their home address?
Well, I'm not too sure. He had their phone number.
How did he get their phone number?
My cell phone.
You gave it to him.
I gave him their phone number. He has access to my phone.
Okay. Did you let him look at your phone so you get the phone number?
He takes my phone all the time. I have them saved under their names.
So why did he take your phone to look for their phone number?
Because he knew they were calling. I don't think he
was
looking for their phone number.
He knew they were calling. What were you telling him about why they were calling?
What was I telling him?
Listen, again, like he's saying, this doesn't just... Whatever volatile relationship you have with Josh, however it is or whatever, you two conspired to take this money from this man, okay? So when a family member, like he said, I don't know how many more times I'm going to say it, when a family member comes and starts saying, I need, listen, this isn't a one-time phone call. This is multiple times. She's calling you multiple times, okay? You called her. We see it. We know this.
No, of course,
you called Sean. You dropped Sean off near his house. You know what? You opened his account. You know where he lives.
Mm-hmm. But I didn't give Josh their address.
Somehow or other he winds up over there. How does he get over there?
I have no clue. I didn't give him the address. And that's something you can ask Josh himself. I've never given Josh
Do you think Josh killed these people?
Do I think so?
Yeah.
I would know. I hope not. I mean...
So it's just a coincidence that they ended up dead that day?
And he wasn't home?
Is he capable of killing people? Over this?
He's capable of killing someone, yes. I mean, he was in the Navy. So, it's not like... I know he was in the Navy, so... I don't want to go to jail, is my thing.
I know. This is what you're scared of. I understand.
I don't want to go to jail. Like, I don't want him to go to jail either, because I really don't know what he did or if he did anything.
What did...
But
the stuff that you know about.
I'm just more concerned about myself.
Sure.
For my parents' sake, for my child's sake,
sure.
I do not want to go to jail. I don't. Like, if I get fired, okay, let me get fired at work, but I don't want to go to jail. I didn't do anything. I didn't plan anything. I didn't conspire anything. I didn't do anything. I don't want to go to jail.
Like Detective Marshy said, now is the time. If you're leaving stuff out, we need to know everything. We need to be able to go to them and say she's completely 100% honest and truthful with us. We didn't have to give her a polygraph. We didn't have to do any of that stuff because she told us everything, okay?
And then if I do tell you everything, how am I promised I'm not going to go to jail?
Again, we can't make you promises, but what we can say is, what we can absolutely say is she was 100% truthful with us. She was remorseful. She didn't leave anything out. She told us. Now, Detective Mareshi and I are not going to sit here right now and say you're being 100% completely honest with us. There's stuff that's eating at you. It's bothering you, right? It's eating at you. There's things that you know that you want to get out, but you're just scared.
Yes, I'm scared.
Okay. Well, you know what? That's something we're going to have to work through, okay? But we can work through that stuff, okay? But you have to take a step.
I'm scared.
I know you're scared, but you have to take a step again, right? You have to take a step and trust that doing the right thing is going to be the right thing to do, okay? Because, again, you want to be able to look at yourself and do it in the mirror and say, I did everything right, okay? I made a mistake.
I did make a mistake. I shouldn't have done that.
Gotcha.
That was completely wrong of me.
Let's move past and let's talk about what Josh did, okay? Let's talk about everything that he did and everything that you know.
Okay, so I'm so scared. I don't want to get in trouble. I didn't do anything. I don't even know these people died. This is not my intention.
You know some of what Josh did though. Tell us. We just need to know.
But I want to know that I'm not going to go to jail. Like, that's what I want to know. I did not do anything. I didn't conspire anything like you're saying. I didn't plan.
We can't guarantee, but this is what I can
Listen,
guarantee.
I didn't do anything. I didn't conspire anything. My intention is not to hurt anybody.
Listen to me for just a second, because we can't promise you what's going to happen to you. But I can tell you the one thing I can guarantee you is if you withhold this information or if you lie about it, you're not just going to go to jail. You're going to go to prison for a very, very long time.
Which I don't want to go to either or. I don't want to do either or.
Tell this man everything you know. Tell the truth. And it starts from there, Amelia. Okay. You've got to do it.
Okay.
Amelia walks into this interview without realizing detectives already have a head start. Before she is even questioned, investigators have spoken with her husband, and his account immediately establishes a critical factor in this case: planning. This is not an impulsive act. Long before Joshua arrives at Cynthia's house, money is exchanged, and a mutual acquaintance, Jay Parsaid, is approached with the expectation that he will carry out the murder. He accepts the payment, but he never completes the task. And when that plan falls apart, Joshua proceeds on his own. So when detectives ask him the same direct question, what happened to Jerry's family members? They are not searching for answers. They are measuring his response. And this is how he reacts when he is confronted with what investigators already know.
You know, again, I think what we're seeing is two people that have made some bad decisions. Okay. Now, are you saying that Jay was the one who did this?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. All I know is the guy that confronted me that day on that Tuesday night in that apartment complex really resembled the guy that was in his car that night.
I thought you said Jay was with him that night when you were in the apartment complex?
No, I didn't say that.
So Jay wasn't with him?
Yeah. That guy was by himself. He said they were watching the area.
Okay. All right.
Is it your understanding when you met with Jay over there and these pills and this money was exchanged that it was for him taking care of this situation?
Yeah.
Okay, so you knew that.
Yeah, I knew that.
But you're saying that it was Amelia that was giving him this, but the pills are yours.
Yeah, the pills are mine. I told him. He told me, hey, he had something happen. He said he was on medication. He ran out. I said, I don't use mine. I haven't used mine for X amount of months.
So what did you, when you gave him the pills and that money that night in the parking lot, what did you expect to happen after that?
I expected he was going to get some type of money back from everything. Because he said, okay, you have this pills. I can use some. I can sell some. I can get you money back. And then he said, with the money that we're giving him, he said he's going to work out something where everything is resolved. I said, okay.
Okay.
And I mean, you could check my
So this was like going to be an investment for you guys to get money to pay it back. It wasn't for him to go kill them.
No, from my understanding, he said he was going to take care of it. I don't know what him and Amelia said before I got in the car, because Amelia came back in the house, said Jay's outside, he needs $1,000, and I talked to him, and then I came back inside. I got the medicine, gave it to him. He said specifically, I don't want to get Amelia in trouble. I don't want you to get in trouble. Amelia's like a sister to me. I've known her for like forever, basically, and how that he's going to go ahead and make everything correct and right for us. And I said, okay. I gave him the medicine. I said, I don't use it anymore. I said, whatever you have to do to go ahead and rectify the situation, get it resolved, get the money back, whatever, you do that. And then he spoke to Amelia. We had to give him, I think it was either $3,000 or $4,000 the next day, which was on Saturday or Friday, and then Saturday. So Thursday he was at our house, Friday we met him, and Saturday we met him.
So you were expecting money back?
Yeah.
Not for him to go kill these people?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting anybody to get killed.
So you paid? Okay, I think I'm starting to understand this. So you gave him those pills to sell for you?
Yeah, to get the money, yeah.
Yes, okay. So how much did he say he was going to get you for selling the pills?
He said about $20, $25 each. I gave him about $50.
Okay, so let's do the math.
That's like $2,000, I think.
Okay, so $2,000.
So I said, all right, we're investing another. We gave him $10,000 too, because he told us in total it'd be $10,000 for everything for us.
Think about
for
this.
Everything?
Think about this for a second. Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're okay.
You, by your own admission, don't know this Jay Prasad very well.
No, I don't.
Okay.
But my wife, the thing is, Amelia vouched for him.
When you went, we're giving $9,000 to a guy that you don't know, who's now become a drug dealer, hoping that he's going to get it back to you. I mean, if you were us, would you believe that story?
Yeah.
You're smarter than that, dude.
I know. I understand.
You are smarter than that.
Like I said, That Thursday or Friday night, he came to our house. I gave him 50. It was about 50 painkillers. He said he was going to sell them. The very next day, we gave him. I think the same day we gave him. I think it was $1,000. And then in total, the money we gave him was $10,000.
And the bottom line is, you haven't seen that money or any other money from Jay Prasad.
Correct.
And you have not had any. That Saturday night when you met him and you paid him.
Yeah, he video called me on Sunday.
Okay.
I think at 3:00 in the morning or something like that.
Okay. And that's the last time
That
you
was
ever
the
spoke?
last time. I didn't even answer. I was sleeping.
Okay. All right.
That
So
was
you
the
didn't even
last
talk
time.
to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
You
then-
didn't reach out to him after you
I
found
did,
out
yeah,
these
yeah.
people were dead.
No. I didn't reach out to anybody on that Sunday night. The Monday, Amelia said, or I texted him, and she said, "Oh, how something about Cynthia is asking questions," and I said, "Okay," and then she tried calling Jay multiple times, and I could give you our login for our Sprint phone bill, and you can see that she called it multiple times on Monday.
Somebody used her phone to call him. Let's put it that way.
No.
No.
She called. I was there. I was sitting on the toilet, dropping a dump, and I was like, "Are you trying to call him?" She said, "I'm calling him for private."
Why did she call from private?
I don't know.
This was Jay?
Yeah, because he wasn't answering any of her replying back to her messages or anything like that.
When was this?
On Monday.
After you guys gave him money?
Yeah.
You think he kind of took your money and took off?
I have no idea.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what it sounds
Yeah.
like.
I think I have a very clear picture of what happened now.
Yeah. He scammed you.
Listen, I'll be honest with you guys. This is what I think happened. I think you guys were trying to get out of this situation. That's one way you saw to do it. He scammed you out of money, and at that point, you had no choice but to go over there and kill these two people. So, I mean, that's exactly applying the fact that I've done this job for 27 years and just common sense to it, and the whole story about you tossing the gun in Daytona, all of that. That's all it comes back to, and I think anybody listening to this story will. We're going to check out your story, obviously. We owe that to you. We owe that to the few people that are dead and their family. Before we do, I always ask people this. Is there anything... Okay, we're going to check... We need to check her TD account with her dad, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, all right.
I know
So that's
that
one
for
thing
sure.
that we can check and verify. Okay, what else? Tell us what else we can check.
I just bought a whole bunch of appliances for the house.
Okay,
If
we know
go to
you
our
did
house-
that, and she's admitting that we know you guys were at the Walgreens. We don't even have to look at the video because you both are saying that. We know that, but what else? What else can we of what you're telling us?
All I know is at 11 something, I called Amelia's phone. She didn't answer.
Okay, we know that happened.
I said,
right.
okay, that's fine. I said, all right. I turned my phone off. I'm like, all right, I'll just keep to myself.
So, I probably asked you this already, Josh, but when did you hear about this murder, about these people being killed?
Maybe, I think Wednesday. Not even. I didn't even really. Probably Thursday.
Okay, did you see their pictures or figure out who they were?
I saw the pictures and I was like, holy shit.
And what did you think?
I was like, what the hell is going on?
Okay, did you ask your wife about what happened?
I didn't ask her anything.
Why not? I mean, to me, that would seem like a natural thing.
For me, well, I asked her, hey, did you talk to Cynthia? And she didn't answer me. And she said, oh, she's supposed to call me on Friday. Okay. And that's what she said. And I know she talked to Cynthia on the phone.
Did it ever come up that Jay Prasad had gone over there and killed them? Did you ever talk with your wife about
No,
who?
I didn't. No, I
Did
didn't.
Did you and your wife ever talk about who may have killed these two people?
No, I told her. I remember, I said, you talked to Jay. Did he talk back to you? Has Jay talked back to you? And I told her I blocked him on Snapchat. I was like, I don't know what's going on. And I said, you can check my phone. I have him blocked on Snapchat. I think she still has him as a friend, so I don't know if they've talked after that or anything like that. I just know for me, I blocked him, and I haven't talked back to him. Did
you ever tell your wife that you killed these two people, and if she said anything, you would kill her?
No.
And her whole family?
No. Never would have said that.
But you and your wife, after you found out that it was Cynthia Stack and Sean Stack that were killed that morning in their apartment, never discussed their murder, who might have done it, and this might come back to you. Did you ever think that?
Yeah, we talked about that.
What was that conversation?
Yesterday.
What did you guys talk about yesterday?
I said we're going on a cruise, this is kind of crazy with all the stuff going on right now. I told her, I saw something on the news when I was looking up the situation with the Coy Police Department because I wanted to see if my name was out as far as if reporters or anything got my name because they had my number. And then she told me, it's crazy, like what happened to them or whatever. And I was like, and I asked her, I was like, did you talk to Jay back? And she's like, no, Jay didn't talk back to me as yet. So I left it at that. I woke up this morning, dropped Julian to school, came back home, got dressed. I went back by my parents' house, and then I went to work.
But you're a smart guy. Did you, when you saw this and heard this, did you think about this? This is going to lead back to us.
Yeah.
I mean, all we have to do is file, and obviously all we did was file the money.
Yeah, I did.
Well, and I another question. I know this is a tough one to answer, but did you think like, hey, maybe we should go to the police, or maybe I should go to the police?
Well, that was my instinct at first, and then she told me, Jay said they were gonna get it handled or whatever, and I said, this guy gave you this money. So from what you're telling me, right? He gave you this money. We deposited, we use it, whatever, and then you're telling me the ladies or her son stole money from, or his son stole money from him before.
Right. So I will tell you the same thing that we told Amelia, Josh, that if have you told us the truth today?
Yeah.
Okay. You initially lied about the gun.
I'll say that on recording. I'm scared as shit. I lied about the gun, but from when I left the house at about 3:30, somewhere around there, I got to Cynthia's house, knocked on the door. Sean answered the door, and I sat and talked with both of them like they were family to me.
Okay.
And I found out their situation. Like, she told me she got arrested before. She's trying to do better for Sean. And Sean was telling me he's trying to get a job, but he keeps to himself because his father passed away. I mean, we talked about a lot. And I told her, and Sean even told me he had some random guy come to the door before that. And I was like, you guys just watch out, with everything going on.
So you told them about this situation with Jay?
I didn't tell him the situation with Jay. I just said, be careful.
What did he say about this random guy?
He said he came to the door knocking on one night. He knocked on the back of the door. They have, I guess, 2 entrances, back of the door, and then another night they knocked on the front of the door, but he didn't know who it was, so he didn't answer the door.
Okay.
But after I got done talking to them around 11 o'clock, I got in my car, sat down. I was vaping in my car, called Amelia. I texted her. I said, yo, or something like that. And then I called her cousins. I said, all right, nobody knows where she is. I'm like, okay, I'll go to Alchemy. And that's when the guy approached me. And I should have called the cops then.
He approached you in Alchemy?
No, he approached me in the car before I left to go to Alchemy.
Okay, so you were at the Jefferson Street apartment.
I was at the residence, yes.
Okay. And you were in your car?
I was sitting in my car.
And he put a gun to your head?
Put a gun to my head. I had my gun sitting next to my shifter in my car, by my cup holder.
Well, wait, let me ask you this. When we go talk to Jay, what is he going to say?
I have no idea.
Okay.
He'll tell you that we gave him the money.
And are things that, would you have expected your wife to say that you did this if you didn't do it? Are things that bad?
I mean, she said I forced her to get married. So,
but I mean, she's basically sending you to prison for the rest of your life.
I would never expect that from her at all.
You don't seem that surprised, though.
No, I mean, I am, but it's like, to take in everything now, it's like, I don't know, like, if she talked to Jay, if, like, who else talked to her about anything.
All right, let's kind of, I want to go back over that. Okay, so, and then, we'll go back over a couple of things. So Jay comes into the picture because Cynthia won't stop calling Amelia.
Yeah, and I think that was Thursday night. Thursday or Friday night.
Okay.
One or the other. I know we met with him 3 nights.
Is it because Cynthia won't stop calling Amelia, or is it because you guys are trying to flip these pills for cash quick? What's the more? Is it more that you try?
Well, no. He came to the house first.
For the pills?
No, he came to the house first
Mm-hmm.
because Amelia texted him, "Hey, come to the house" or something like that. Because
Mm-hmm.
they were talking outside for about 15 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and I was in the house. She came back in the house. She said, "Oh, Jay wants to talk to you."
Mm-hmm.
And while we were conversating about, him and Amelia talked, and he's gonna need some money, I said, "Okay, that's fine."
Hold on. What did he say him and Amelia talked about?
He all he said was that Amelia told me the situation. He said he's known Amelia for a number of years, like a sister, and he wants to go ahead and, not get us involved. He wants to go ahead and do what he has to do to go ahead and make things right. And I told him, hey, and I said, oh, he's saying, I know you guys owe them some money or something like that, and he can basically get some, I don't know, flip money or something. And that's when I told him, hey, he was like, oh, I hurt myself, because I was telling him about my leg and how I stopped using my medication and I started using CBD. And he said, yeah, I ran out of medicine. And I told him, I have in the house, and I told him, it's probably about 50 pills or so. And I said, if you need to use them, whatever you need to do, sell the rest. Simple. And he said, okay. I gave it to him. I threw my medicine bottle in the recycle bin because I didn't want him to have any of my, my name information, my doctor's information. I gave him the bag with the medicine, and then I gave him the money too.
How much money?
I think it was like $1,000 that night.
Now, here's the thing. If I'm in your situation, I got a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money problems, I guess. You're trying to figure out money. It's not easy to just give somebody $1,000, okay? So you gave him $1,000 with the understanding of what?
That he was gonna either buy something to flip and make more money, or I don't like, and that's why I gave him the pills too.
So the only thing that you talked to him about was basically making you money to get back to that. Yeah. Okay, so you gave him money to go buy. What kind of drugs did you say he was gonna buy?
He didn't tell me what he was gonna buy.
But he was gonna flip it.
Yeah, he was gonna flip the money and get. And
how much was he gonna take for doing that?
He was like, this is Amelia, this is my sister, I'm gonna do her a favor.
Okay. So he's gonna sell the pills and flip whatever drugs he bought.
Whatever he's buying.
So
because that's why we had to give him the $10,000.
That was to buy drugs.
Yeah.
To flip.
Yeah. To whatever he was gonna do with the money to go ahead and make.
Okay,
make this work.
so let's hold on a second. So now, see that we've got a disconnect now. I don't know. Do you see this disconnect? I see it. Okay. So take care of the problem for you and him was Jay was basically going to buy drugs and flip them and give you money. So you.
But I don't know what Amelia and him had a conversation about.
Okay. Well, does it really matter? Because the understanding was you were going to give him drugs. I mean, give him money so he could buy drugs to give you guys money.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's this? I don't know what Amelia talked to him about stuff. Obviously, you guys came to an agreement. You and him came to an agreement.
Yeah, but
okay.
Like I said, that's what he
told
me.
No, listen to me, all right? Because now you're starting to lose us again. And again, we're going to keep going. I don't know what they talked about. I don't know what they talked about. No, it's very simple. You gave him money, okay, to try and flip drugs. And the reason why is because she was turning up the heat on you guys.
Correct.
She wasn't letting go.
Correct.
Okay, and you go over there that night, okay? Now this whole thing like, oh, it could be this guy, I don't know. We've been watching you. That could be 3 guys down the street, okay? That's very, So, where I start getting lost again is, you've been intimating that this Jay guy might have something to do with this.
Correct.
But really, that's not the case, because you guys never talked to him about going over there and doing anything.
Yes, Amelia, I think Amelia gave him her address.
How's that?
She said, I have the address.
Where did she have it at?
I don't know.
She said that. You heard her say that.
No, that's what he told me. Oh, I have her address. I have the phone number.
Well, okay, well, how can we again, it's like bits and pieces, isn't it? It's like, why do we keep getting bits and pieces?
But it's all...
Okay, so if that's the case, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go this route then, because I'm lost again. Okay, so if the case is, you gave him, how much altogether did you give him?
$10,000.
$10,000, okay, and you gave it to him on a Friday and a Saturday or something like that?
Between Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, okay, and then, so you give him this money, either to buy drugs or go take care of the problem. We don't really know, because you're assuming that's what Amelia talked to him about, but you don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know.
To your knowledge, the only thing that he was going to do is buy drugs to give you guys the money for selling the drugs. That's it, right? Okay, but in the other world here, your world here of, oh no, Amelia paid him, and maybe he was going to go take care of the problem, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Why would you go over there on Wednesday? Tuesday. Why would you go there on Tuesday?
To go talk to them to make.
Why?
Because to tell her we're going to give the money back.
But that defeats the whole purpose of giving him money to take care of the problem.
From my understanding, the money we gave him was to get the money back. That's why I went there on Wednesday to see her.
Okay, so there really was never any indication that they were going to go over there and take care of the problem.
What do you mean? No, for me,
no.
Jay was going to go ahead and get the money back.
That's it.
That's it.
And he wasn't going to go over there and hurt them.
Correct.
He wasn't going to go over there and do anything. No.
Correct.
So, but again, so you go over there on Wednesday. So really, Jay didn't do this.
It was on
Tuesday. Jay didn't do this.
On Tuesday.
Because that's kind of the feeling I got when we came in here the last time, is that you guys paid Jay, and Jay basically came in and did this. Let's agree right now that Jay didn't do this.
I don't know.
How do you not know?
Because I don't know Jay like that. That's the problem. I've seen Jay maybe 4 times, 5 times.
So you give.
And the only reason
Are
I
you
trusted
saying that?
this sister
Are you
right
saying
here-
that basically?
I feel like Amelia paid him the money to go kill them. That's how I.
But you
feel.
paid him the money.
We both did.
Yeah.
We both did.
And I'm sure that you both came to an agreement as to why you were going to pay him the money in the beginning.
My understanding was to get some type
Right.
of monetary.
So why would she go behind your back and talk? Again, I get lost. Why would she go behind your back? You, your husband, your wife. Why would she go behind your back and tell him to go take care of business?
I don't know.
She's not that kind of person. Let's
You
be
should
real.
go ahead and look her.
Hey,
her
let me
phone.
explain something to you. You
Look
know
at
who's
her
all
phone
over that
records.
account? You know who's all over that account? You are. You know
I
who's,
know that.
You know who's eyeballs deep into this? You are. Okay, so don't say, this whole thing of, oh, she came home and I just did this. That's bullshit. I'll tell you right now. Oh,
I'll
yes,
take
it
a
is.
give
You
me
want
a
to take the
polygraph.
polygraph? Good. Let's set it up right now. You gonna go take it right now?
Right now.
Okay.
That's fine.
We'll set it up right now. So, but in the meantime, let's go work on that. Let's go set that up. In the meantime,
All I know is Amelia came home
no,
that
listen,
day.
you keep saying all I know, and I'm telling you, listen, okay? Because you got to understand something here, okay?
Okay.
If you care about Julian at all, do you really care about that kid?
Yeah, I do. I love him like
Okay,
he's my own
so let's
son.
talk about the only innocent person in this whole thing, amongst you guys,
Correct.
is Julian.
Yes.
This little 7-year-old boy that you take to school every day,
Mhm.
that you love like your own. You're willing to see his mother go to jail for the rest of her life, is what you're telling me. Yes. Because one way or another, listen, one way or another, we got to deal with this, and somebody's going to be held responsible. And responsible is very different things, okay? But if she gets in trouble, because you're basically saying that she paid this guy Jay to go kill her and the grandson, fine. If that's the way you want to go, then guess what? When she gets in trouble for it, she's going away. And then Julian grows up without a mother, okay? Now, I don't know about that, but to me, if that's not the case, that's a really shitty thing to do.
I understand that.
And you're going to have to, well, okay.
And that's why I'm telling you now, that if that's what it has to be, because for me, all I know is she gave Jay the money. For me,
You gave him the money too.
exactly, and you're right.
Don't
We're-
see what you're
yeah.
doing. You keep doing that.
Okay,
Stop
we're
doing that.
both-
You gave him the money,
Correct.
both of you.
Both of us.
So
correct.
guess what? If
We're
she's
both liable,
yeah,
correct.
exactly.
You're both-
So one way or another, you're in trouble.
Correct.
Okay. So let's figure that
And
out.
I'll own up to that. But
Oh, you're gonna own up to the fact that you gave this guy money to go kill these two people.
I did not. No,
Yes.
no, I'm not owning up to
That's
that.
right. Well, it doesn't work
I'll
both
own
ways.
up to the fact
Josh,
that
it
I
doesn't
gave
work
him
both
money.
ways. You can't sit here and say she did it. You can't sit there and
No,
say she
and
did it
I
when you're there with her. You're there
Exactly.
with her.
You're right. You're right.
So don't say she went outside and had a conversation. That's bullshit
No,
again.
it's not. You can.
No,
okay,
it's
listen,
not.
listen.
Josh,
You can
stop.
ask
You
her
listen
par-
for a second. Now
You can
listen.
ask her parents
Listen
that
to me,
night.
Josh.
Hey,
Josh.
her
Josh.
parents were
I don't
like-
want to ask her parents. I'm talking to you. You're a grown man.
I understand.
All
that.
right. You can't say that she's responsible for it. You can't say that.
We both are. In that
That's
sense.
right.
And
So
I
now
have
these two
no
people are
problem with
dead.
that.
You gave somebody money, and you're saying these two people are dead because of it.
And I don't know if that's the reason why.
You-
All I know is
could
Amelia.
you say you don't know that's
I
the
was
reason why?
sitting. I remember this day. I was sitting on the toilet. She
I don't
said,
wanna hear about you
"I'm
sitting
gonna
on the
talk.
toilet."
I'm gonna talk to Jay."
Right. And
To
the
get
only
this
thing was,
resolved.
then you know what happened? You lost your temper.
No.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes. It
I
is.
did not
You
lose
you
my
lost your
temper.
temper and you got scared. I'm
Last,
telling you right
last
now.
question I have for you,
Yeah.
Josh. So you're sitting there in the parking lot. This guy comes up and robs you while you're vaping in your car, takes your gun. Does he take anything else?
Just my gun.
Doesn't
That's
ask
it.
for money or anything else?
Nothing.
Okay.
He said, "We've been watching you. We know why you're here." And I said,
Okay.
"What the fuck?"
Throughout the interview, Joshua keeps trying to talk his way out of what detectives already see clearly. But the most dumb and manipulative moments come when they confront him about the gun he buys just days before the murders. Instead of owning what that purchase actually suggests, he immediately tries to change the meaning of it, presenting himself as a depressed man who was thinking about suicide, as if the weapon belongs to a personal breakdown rather than a planned killing. It's not honesty. It's a calculated move, an attempt to rewrite the narrative in real time and replace the image of a man executing two people to cover up a financial scam with the image of someone in crisis. And when that explanation isn't enough, he adds another convenient story, claiming a mysterious stranger approaches him and steals only his gun, nothing else, a claim unsupported by any evidence. In the end, Joshua and Amelia operate the same way, twisting the story, shifting blame, and doing whatever they can to escape responsibility for murder.
So then you drove off right after that happened?
Yeah, I drove off straight to
Okay.
Alchemy.
So he let you get the gun out of the. He let you get the gun out of the console.
It was sitting. He had a gun to my head. He said, "Give me the piece."
Okay. So
And
he let you.
I was vaping in this hand, and I had my hand on the steering wheel. so either or my hand down here, something like that. And I was vaping, and all I felt was something pressed against my head. And he said, "Give me your piece. We've been watching you. We know why you're here." And I said, "Okay." I put my vape down, grabbed my gun, and I gave it to him.
So this is like what kind of night?
11 something.
11 something.
Yeah. Maybe
So
10:30, 11.
Okay. What route did you take to go to Alchemy?
I took from there. I took Amelia's, or what is it, Tampa back to 50, and I took 50 to Kirkman.
50 all the way to Kirkman. Okay. Obviously, you're at Alchemy. You
Yes.
know, people see you. Your car is on Snapchat.
Yes, my car is on Snapchat.
And you stayed there till what time?
Maybe 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Phone's off, right?
Drive back. I drove, and I did go to Daytona last night.
Drove to Daytona.
Took I-4 all the way there.
I-4. Did you go to Kirkman to I-4 and then I-4 the whole way?
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe so. And then when I came back, I got off on Lee Road and took Lee to John Young back to 50
Okay.
to our house.
To your house
Yeah.
and arrived.
6:30 back to the house. Between 5:30 and 6:30.
Okay.
I know her
Good.
mom's car was home by then.
Well, I got another question. These things keep popping up. So, your contention is you left that apartment that night. You left your house that night because you and Amelia had a fight,
Correct.
and that's why your phone was off. What made you decide to go over to Cynthia's apartment at that time?
The frustration with the fight we had, and the frustration with the whole thing she was telling me about the money.
Well, explain that to me. Help me understand.
So, again, I went over there. We were arguing, and I was like, we're in this problem with money now.
Okay, see, there's where I get lost again. Remember, you said you didn't know what she talked to him about, but she just said to you. So again, so you know then that she didn't talk to him about doing anything else. You're nodding your head yes.
I don't know.
Well, no, you just said it. You just said. No, that's not what you said. You just said we paid Jay to get our money back. And if she did say handle the situation, that means you know what she talked to him about. So one way or another, we're lost. Josh, it's just going to keep compounding, Josh. Compounding and compounding, and it's not going away. And I told you from the beginning, if this is something that happened that got out of control, then we can understand it, and that works. You're got your back up against the wall. You're probably scared shitless because she's going to go to the cops.
If I tell you the truth, will Amelia get in trouble?
Huh?
If I tell you the truth, will Amelia get in trouble?
No, if you tell us the truth, no.
I don't want anything to happen to her or
Okay,
Julian.
we need this. She needs this. Julian needs this. What happened?
That Thursday night, she told me she's going to call Jay
Uh-huh.
and have him take care of it. And I said, "What do you mean have him take care of it? What's going on?" She said, "No, they're going to take care of her." I said, "All right." And I'm guilty for that. I paid Jay to go ahead and I don't know what he meant by take care of it, but obviously these two people are dead.
Well, now I'm trying to figure out what to believe because now you're saying she's not involved, she is involved. How
She is
this?
involved because she hit Jay up that night and said, "I know Jay can go ahead and handle the situation."
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to get her. I don't want her to get in trouble for this. I'll take them. Whatever it is you have to give to her, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Josh.
Jeff, what you just said is really no different from what you've been telling us
No.
all day. I mean, that's not some new revelation that you're claiming that she paid Jay Prasad to take care of this woman, or
Correct.
I guess you added it a little bit more clearly that that's what the intent of it was, but
And you can check her phone records too.
No, Josh, listen to me. Listen. If you're going to stand up, we need to stand up, okay? The fact of the matter is, your phone being on, let's stack this all up, okay? Your gun's gone. We don't know who took it. It just happens to be gone. The brand new gun that you bought. And you sat here for, 15 minutes telling us why you threw it over a bridge, all right? Every time I keep pointing out something to you that just doesn't make sense, it keeps, you keep flipping it. You keep changing it, okay? That doesn't look good, all right?
And then I'll tell you now,
Yeah.
Jay hit me up
Uh-huh,
and said, "We need $9,000 more."
uh-huh.
And I told him we only have
For drugs.
5,000.
9,000 more for drugs.
No.
Well, why did you give him the drugs then in the first place?
He was gonna fill him. He needed him. He said for his whatever his pain or something happened to his leg or something.
killed these people?
It had to have been Jay's people.
Is Jay that big of a guy? Does he have that kind of people?
He said he knows people.
What did he say? Let's talk about the conversation you had with him about what he was going to do.
That night, Amelia came back in the house and said, Jay wants to talk to you. She said, Jay has people to go ahead and take care of the situation. They wanted $25,000. She told him we didn't have $25,000, so we paid them $1,000. He said he needs some material or something, and from that, the next day he said, I need more. We paid him, I think it was supposed to be $4,000, but we forgot we took out the $1,000 from a $3,000 band. So that was $4,000, and the next day we gave him $6,000.
With the understanding that he was going to do what?
Kill these people.
Kill them?
Correct.
Okay. And when was he supposed to kill them?
At their house.
When?
He didn't give me a day.
Okay.
Is this a direct conversation you had with Jay, or is this what she's telling you that Jay said?
This is a direct conversation we both had with him.
Okay, you were both, and where was that conversation?
On Snapchat.
Okay. All right. So you and her are having this conversation over Snapchat with him.
About killing somebody?
She said to take care of it.
On Snapchat?
Correct.
Who's Snapchat? Who's Snapchat
I talked
account?
to him twice about, he said that they're going to need $9,000 more. And I told him we already gave him $6,000 or something like that. And that,
What's your account name?
it should be Drummer Kid, I think. DRUMMERKIDD.
Drummer Kid.
Yeah.
And what is
1990. 1990.
So the year you were born.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I don't know his Snapchat name because my wife added him on my Snapchat.
What is Emily's? I'm sorry, Amelia.
Millie X3 or something like that.
M-I...
Millie X3 or X3 Millie. I don't remember because my phone saves it as contacts.
Okay.
I think Jay's phone number in my phone is AB or something like that in my phone.
So, okay. So you have this conversation, and exactly what day was that again?
That was Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay. You have that conversation. Okay, so what happens on Sunday?
Nothing.
What happens on Monday?
Nothing.
Tuesday?
Nothing. Didn't hear back. Well, Monday, that's when the lady called her again.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, nothing happened. And I said, okay. She said, do you need to come home now? I left work. I came home. And she said, I tried getting in contact with Jay. He didn't answer. And then I talked to him, and I was like, nothing happened. He said, yeah, they took the money. I feel bad because my money, I feel like shit because my money's involved with it too. And then after that, he said it'll get handled or something like that. And I left it alone.
Why do you set this thing in motion with all, we're getting to the point, okay, you've now paid somebody a fairly substantial amount of money to kill somebody or to take care of somebody, and then on Wednesday you go expose yourself to these people. And like I said, I have no doubt.
Do you understand what he's saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go over there and you're like making yourself known. People see you. They obviously identified you. You spend a great deal of time. And you know what, Josh? I have no doubt. The one thing that we could tell for sure is that when you went over there that afternoon, it wasn't to kill him because you were there for too long. It's in the middle of the day. People are going to see you.
Yeah,
So if you've already set in motion this plan to have this thing taken care of, why would you go over there and do that? That defies common sense. And you're not you know what? If nothing, you and your wife, you're not idiots. You did a pretty good job of covering your tracks. But that just defies. Did he take your money and run with it? Is that what you thought at that point? Because nothing had happened.
I don't know. All I know is that she said that she tried to get in contact with him, and I know that same Wednesday or Tuesday that I was there, she said she's going to talk to her friend Melissa, because Melissa talks to Jay too, and that she was going to be with Melissa if Jay talks back to her. And that's the last I heard of that.
Okay. Just so before we wrap up, what's with the cash and the pills and everything else that you
I gave him the cash.
Okay, so how much cash was it again?
$10,000.
Altogether.
Altogether.
How many pills?
$1,000 on Friday.
Okay.
Or either Thursday or Friday. 1,000. Oh no. That had to have been Friday. So $1,000 on Friday when I came home. $3,000 on Saturday.
Okay.
And then I think that had to have been.
Why not all of it at once either?
He didn't want all of it at once.
He didn't. Why not?
Well, what me and Amelia discussed, we weren't going to give him all the money at once.
Okay.
It's like a contractor.
All right. So altogether, so it's $10,000 cash. How many pills do you think you gave him?
Maybe 50.
Okay. So maybe close to 12. What did we decide? How much?
11,
per pill?
12,000.
So okay, about let's say $13,000
altogether with the 10 or whatever he gave.
So somebody is going to commit someone else's double murder for $13,000.
He said the guys that he knows just need money. That's
Okay.
all he said.
All right, I wanted to make sure on that.
So you had that in depth of a conversation.
And your wife was present for that.
My wife was in
So
the
why
car.
would you say this before? I didn't want her, so she won't get in trouble if I tell you this. Why did you say that?
I don't want her to get in trouble for this.
Well, then tell us the truth. How about that?
That is the truth.
No. If you don't want her to get in trouble, okay. If you don't want her to get in trouble, then you need to tell us the truth.
I'm
all right?
telling you the
No,
truth.
you're not. Everything we've talked about. Why now? All of a sudden, the gun going off the bridge, all these different things have not been the truth. Now all of a sudden you are telling us the truth. Why is that?
I just want to make things right.
No, I don't think you do.
Josh, I think you shot and killed these people.
Yeah.
And if that's what happened and you're lying to us, you absolutely are getting your wife Millie, I don't know if that's what you call it, that's what happened, then you absolutely are throwing her under the bus. She could have set in motion something and she didn't know what you were going to do. And that's what she's claiming. She's claiming that she didn't know that you were going to do that. But yeah, if you don't want, I would tell you this, if your objective is to not get her in trouble, and what both of us truly believe happened, that you went over there and killed both those people, then you need to tell us the truth about that.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, but you conspired to have them killed.
Correct. We both.
You're fully admitting to that right now.
Fully admitting that we paid somebody to kill both of them.
What do you think that makes less difference than if you told us admitted to killing them?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you're basically committing. You're
I'm an accessory to a murder.
Oh,
I understand.
no, it's a little bit more than accessory. I got news for you.
Alright.
So you basically just admitted to committing a murder. So what difference does it make at this point in time if you go ahead and tell us the truth? Do you understand what I'm saying?
That is the truth.
Well, no. Again, I mean, no. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean,
I think Josh is telling us that's what he's telling us is you've said that, and if
we
we
paid-
believe otherwise, which is what we do, Josh, we have to prove it. And you have to understand that this investigation is far from over. I think in the end, this is not going to end well for either of you, but I think we can sit here and go back and forth.
just understand again, to sum it up, for me, I just want to sum this up. So just understand that night, Tuesday night, Tuesday afternoon, you're home with her and she's getting the text messages and phone calls from Cindy, and it's more problems. You guys are having arguments.
Monday.
Yeah, and you guys are having arguments about this again because, both of you are into this, and you're scared and you don't want to get in trouble and she's not letting up, And so the next thing Tuesday, at first you said to us, I got mad, I left, I drove around for a little bit, I turned my phone off because I didn't want to deal with her, but yet I called her 11 o'clock at night. Okay, so that's what we're going to go with. I called her 11 o'clock at night, just, I don't know why, and you said you wanted to go home, but then you drove all the way out to Daytona, you threw your gun off the bridge, and then you came back. First version. Okay. Second version is you were mad. We know you guys were arguing about the gun, and we know you guys were arguing about Cindy. We know. Right? You're nodding your head, yes. Okay, so you're arguing about Cindy. And, at some point in time, there's so many disconnects here. It's like, well, okay, we paid this guy Jay to get us to sell drugs for us, to get us more money to give to her, or we pay this guy Jay to go take care of it. One of the two, we just don't know. However, either way, it doesn't make a lot of sense for you to go over there that day. You understand what I'm saying? But at first it was like, I don't know where I went, I just drove around. But now we know, after we confronted you with what we knew, oh yeah, I was there. Okay, so that's awful convenient, isn't it? And it's awful convenient that your phone is off when it seems like you really aren't having that much of a problem with Amelia. You wanted to talk to her. You tried to talk to her that night. I think you even sat here and said, I tried to call her to tell her what was going on, I think is what you said when you got back in the car and you were vaping. So, you're nodding your head, yeah. So that's not somebody who's having a problem with somebody who doesn't want to talk. You know what that means? That somebody turns their phone off because they don't want people to know where they're at, okay? Listen, I could watch TV too and know if I turn my phone off, they don't know where I am. So that's very easy to explain, okay? So your phone is off.
You're not stupid.
No, so your phone is off. And then you go and you went over the Alchemy Lounge and you probably got pissed off thinking about it even more. And then, you know what? At some point in time, guess what? You go back over there. And you know what? You can shake your head no way you want, but again, it doesn't make sense why you. So this is what I'm trying to explain to you. You need to sit and think about this, okay? You need to think about it. And this is what people are going to hear, and people are going to go, he's not telling the truth, all right? The fact of the matter is this Jay guy just didn't come out of nowhere. He came out as somebody that was going to try and sell pills for you and get you money. And I think that what that shows is that I believe. I'm pretty sure you believe that too. He took your money, and he probably took your money. He took your money with the guise of he was going to buy drugs for you, to sell the drugs for you and give you the money. He was going to take a little cut. That was a lie. Okay, but again,
we paid him to get rid of these two people.
Right, and that's where I come back to. We're right back to square one. Okay, if you paid them to do this, how do you think that makes you? How do you think that makes your hands any less dirty?
It did. I am dirty. I understand that.
You are just as guilty as they are.
Correct.
Okay. So how did you find out from Jay that they actually did what you asked them to do?
I didn't.
So they did this and they didn't tell you.
Did your wife have any conversations with Jay after this?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I asked her, hey, did you talk to Jay? She said, no, I haven't heard from him. So I don't know if she did or if she didn't.
Okay.
So I know for a fact that.
What did you tell your brother about the gun? I mean, your sister about the gun, for real?
I told her I threw it away.
Again, how did that conversation come up?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I talk to my sisters all the time. It's not the first thing I don't say is, "Hey, how you doing? I threw my gun away."
Okay. My sister was there. My sister talked to Amelia, and I guess Amelia told her that I was going over to go talk to those people.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I didn't answer my phone, is when Amelia was, I guess, going crazy. Amelia passed by their apartment at 11 something, but I was already gone.
You drove by the apartment.
Amelia did.
How do you know?
She told me that.
When?
That night.
At what time?
11 something.
No. At what time at night did she tell you that she drove past the apartment?
11 something.
When you talked to her on the phone?
No, I didn't talk to her on the phone. The next day.
Okay. All right, keep going.
And my sister was like, oh, how Amelia talked to her. My sister even told my dad, I'm worried about Josh. He's not answering his phone. Amelia and him got into a fight. And then Amelia told me that she drove around the apartment at 11 something. And that's when I called her, and she turned her phone off. That's why her calls didn't go through. I texted her, and there was no response. And I called her cousins right after that to say, hey, do you know where Amelia is? Is she with you guys? And they said, no, she's not. After that is when I took my phone off, and that's when I was confronted by that guy when I was vaping in my car.
So at the same time, just so I know, same time this is happening to you, Amelia's driving around the same apartment complex?
Yeah.
Looking for you.
Correct.
In a different car.
Correct.
Okay. Did you guys go to Alchemy together?
No. After that, from what I understand, she went and hung out with her cousins.
Well, how did she not see you in the parking lot?
What do you mean?
You said were you there?
Where?
In the parking lot when she drove by?
No, she said 11 something she was driving by, but I was already gone by then. Okay. I was at Alchemy at like 11.
And who'd you hear that from? Your sister or from Amelia?
From both.
Oh, okay. And Amelia told your sister this, that she was driving around.
No, my sister was with her.
Oh.
She went with her.
So how did, again, back to the original question, how did this come up in conversation? You told your sister that you threw the gun away.
Because she's like, my sister was like, how Amelia was worried about you. We went around the area. I said I was gone by then. And I just told her I threw my gun away.
Well, but again, how did the gun come up?
She said, what happened to your gun? And I told her, I told my sister that Amelia got mad about the whole situation that happened with me and that kid in the morning with Orange County. And she was upset about me having a gun and me hurting myself again. And I told her I just got rid of the gun. That's all I told her. That's all I told my sister.
I thought you said you told her you threw it over the bridge in Daytona.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I got rid of the gun.
Well, you said that was all you told her, so was it you told her that you got rid of the gun or you threw it over the bridge?
No, I
or what
threw
did
it
you
over
tell
the
her?
bridge at Daytona. That's what I told my sister.
Rachel has the same last name as you?
Yep.
She lives at your parents' house?
Mm-hmm.
How old is she?
27.
Okay. Why was Amelia worried about you and looking for you?
She didn't know where I was.
Why would she drive by that apartment complex if she didn't know where you were?
I told her, she had an idea that I was going to go there
Why?
because I was trying to make things right.
What did you tell her?
About the whole because that was a conversation we had.
Tell me about it.
Was, hey, can we go ahead? And I told her, and
this is after you paid these people to take care of her. Why would you be worried about paying her back the money when you already paid these people $10,000 to kill her?
Because to me, it's like one or the other. You either start, and we hate to laugh, but it's like it's been going on all day between you and your wife.
Tell me why. Why would you go over there and try and talk to her? Why would you talk to Amelia about paying her back?
Because they're two innocent people.
Okay, did you make any efforts to call Jay and tell him not to do it and we want the money back and we want to go pay her?
No.
No, why not? Why?
I don't know.
You don't know? That's the best answer you have? I don't know?
All I know is I went there.
No, it's not all you know. Stop saying that. Amelia knew exactly why you were there. Amelia knew exactly where to look for you. Pretty funny, don't you think? I mean, the fact of the matter is your phone is off. Why? Because you went there. Because if it was so innocent in the first place, you would have told us about it. But you didn't. So Amelia knew where to go look for you. And there's a reason why they were asking where your gun was. Jesus Christ, even your sister's asking about this. Your own sister. Why the fuck would they ask you where your gun is if you were completely and totally, no? Now your wife is sitting in there telling us that you came home and told her you did this. Your own sister's asking where your gun is. You have a big decision to make. You've already messed up as much as, and then you're going to let her go down. You really want to take her down with you? What do you have to gain? What are you going to get from taking her down with you? What? What is there to gain? Nothing. Nothing. So again, do you think that just by saying that stuff it's going to go away?
No.
Okay. Do you expect anybody to believe anything you're saying when everything that we've talked to you about, everything that we've challenged you on is the only way we've gotten you to tell us anything that's true?
I understand that. But I know that
your whereabouts are unaccounted for. I got news for you. Your whereabouts are unaccounted for at the time of this homicide. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
Your phone is off.
Your gun
is missing. Yeah. Not Jay. And I got news for you. Jay is not going to admit to a murder for you.
Josh, I'll give you even more common sense that just occurred to me. Sitting around, what kind of neighborhood do you think that was, having been there for a few hours? What kind of neighborhood is it?
I don't know, not the best, I guess.
Yeah, it's a rough neighborhood. You agree with that?
Yeah.
No one kicked in this lady's door. Is she going to open the door to Jay Persad or some 6'5" black guy in the middle of the night? Or
Or is she going to open the door? Oh, here's that guy again.
But I never went back there.
Yeah, you did.
He's absolutely right.
Yeah, I mean,
There's
think
no-
about that for a sec. She's not going to open the door in that neighborhood for someone that she doesn't know. Like you said, you were having a nice conversation with them. You maybe even left it on good terms as far as, I don't know, maybe it didn't leave it on good terms. But when you went back and knocked on the door, they would have had no trouble. Okay, here's a guy to talk. She would have opened the door for you. She wouldn't have opened the door for these guys. And like I said, you were gonna take so many people down with you sticking to that story. Okay, just tell us the truth, because the thing I'll tell you, I don't know what's going to happen down the road. I don't know what, but I can tell you right now, the people that are going to determine that, they want to see that you were honest about what happened, that you showed remorse. Right now they'll look at a guy who tried to take 2 other people down with him, including his wife, and really do irreparable harm to an innocent 7-year-old.
And that's not my goal.
Okay.
That's not my goal.
Tell us the truth about what happened.
The truth is, I went there, I talked to them, I got confronted by that guy in my car that night. I left, went to Alchemy, went to Daytona, came back to our house at between 5:30, 6:30, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Her mom was home, and then
Josh, will you at least concede in this conversation, again, not being a stupid person, that this looks really bad for you?
it does, and I understand
Because you're
that.
you're at the scene.
I know.
You have a gun that you claim that you say was stolen from you. Okay, you are unaccounted for. You have your phone off. Okay, all of these things add up. You have an absolute motive too to have these people killed. All those things add up to a circumstantial case for first-degree murder. And your answer to it is, this is her. She's driving this boat.
She is.
Okay.
I hate to say it, but she is.
All right. Well, like I said, we got some things to do to
I want to ask you
either
this.
prove or disprove you here.
Why didn't that guy just carjack you?
He said he was watching, so I assumed.
I don't give a shit what he said about watching you. What I'm saying is, if I'm the guy that's robbing you, and I got a gun to your head, but am I going to let you put your hand anywhere near a gun? Why not just say, get out of the car? Take the car.
I don't know.
So all he did, of the goodness of his heart, was just take your gun from you.
Take my gun.
What about your wallet?
He said.
What about money?
He said. That's what I'm saying. He said, "You know why I'm here. I've been watching you. Give me your piece," and that was it.
So you assume that to mean something to do with Jay.
Correct.
So again, Jay had this money from 4 days before, 4 or 5 days before. Nothing happened. Nothing happened yet.
Friday, Saturday.
Right.
or
Yet
something.
when you go there, he just happens to be there, and there just happened to.
He said they've been watching.
They never mentioned that apartment.
Who was it?
The guy that took your gun. He never mentioned that apartment.
He said, "I'm here. I've been watching. I know why you're here." When I left at 11 o'clock, the door was wide open on their apartment.
That's fine.
Josh, if you were a hitman, what time of the night would you kill somebody?
I don't know.
Would you do it? Would you do it like in maybe like 3 o'clock in the morning? When do you think there would be the least amount of witnesses around?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Again, I just come back to. I think I'm going to try this. I just come back to. Again, like we said, one way or another, you got a lot to deal with. But I mean, are you a selfish person? Do you ever think of yourself as a selfish person?
No.
Okay. So, your story just doesn't make any sense, and for you again to take Amelia down, I guess I'm kind of at this point.
And I'm not
saying,
being selfish. My thing is, we've been together for 7 years, and I've done the world and back with this girl regarding her son, herself, with her baby daddy problems, and
She says you're abusive, mentally and physically. I mean, that's the picture she's painting of you, Josh.
I'm not.
I hate to burst that bubble for you, but we asked her about that, and she used as an excuse for some of the things that went on. She said that you are abusive. You threatened to kill her entire family if she talked about this. So that's the picture that she's painting of you.
And that's not me. I mean, that blows my mind.
Yeah.
That blows my
Both of what you have said today blows my mind.
That blows my mind.
But this doesn't look good for you, Josh. But we're going to do our jobs. And just know that.
And I want you guys to.
And that could end up with you going to jail for murder. You know? Because, again, there's a lot of things here. I'm not a big believer in coincidences. Neither one of us are. You know? But you think about all those things that you got going against you at this point in this case. That you're there. That you have a gun. That it's got missing. You're unaccounted for. You know, you absolutely have a motive. You've already tried to make some half-assed attempt to have these people killed or to regenerate some more money. I mean, there's just a lot of problems. A lot of problems. So we'll just have to see how it pans out. Is there going to be anything on your phone about this case, about this murder, about any chatter about what went on or about paying people?
No.
Okay.
On Snapchat, the only thing you'll see was from Jay. Oh, I need $9,000 more, something like that.
Okay.
And I know Amelia's phone for
But
sure.
it's not. It's going to be a generic. I need nine. It's not going to be like I need $9,000 more to kill these people.
Yeah.
Is that what he said in the Snapchat, or just said he needs $9,000?
No, I think it was I need $9,000 more, something like that.
Okay, but he didn't say specifically what for.
Correct. But I know Amelia's. If you guys look at Amelia's Snapchat,
Yeah.
it should have that there
Okay.
between her and Jay Prasad.
Okay.
And your understanding that was for killing them,
Correct.
but you went over there to talk to them. All right.
Good enough.
Amelia and Joshua are offering two very different versions of the same night, and the contrast is striking. Amelia claims that Joshua goes to the house by himself. According to her, he tells her he's going to take care of the situation. Joshua tells a different story. He says Amelia is the one who gives a man the address and hands over money for the job. In his version, some random person takes his gun and commits the shooting. He insists that Amelia is the one who orchestrated everything. So why do they both turn on each other so fast? When two people are involved in a crime together, once the pressure goes up, the brain goes into defense mode. Neither of them wants to be labeled the actual killer. For Amelia, the goal is to come off as the frightened wife who happened to steal money. Joshua wants his role to sound like he was manipulated or that someone else slipped in and pulled the trigger. By putting all the blame on the other person first, each of them externalizes guilt and shrinks their own part in what happened. In many joint crimes, the person who flips, starts cooperating, and paints themselves as the lesser participant is often the one who gets a lighter outcome. Amelia catches on to this quicker. She gives just enough information to distance herself from the murders. And in her case, it works. Joshua doesn't make the same calculation. He keeps shifting his story, he denies, he contradicts. And in the end, he is left with long time in prison. That's why there are two completely conflicting narratives about the same night. Now that you understand that dynamic, let's break down the version of events Amelia tells detectives.
I just know the severity of the situation, and I don't want to be held like that I'm a part of any of this, or that so I know what Josh did, and I know what he went to do.
Okay.
He told me what he went to do. He told me what he did. So I know.
Okay. So let's talk about that, okay? And thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. I know it's not an easy thing to do.
He, also I started to tell him about the phone calls that were coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he started to get more nervous for himself because I had already gotten in trouble at work. So my situation was done and over with.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he just started to get more nervous for himself because all of the things were in his name. The paper trail, everything money-wise, everything was in his.
Okay. Okay, I understand that. Yeah.
It was in his name. So as I was talking to her, I guess he just started to get more and more upset at the fact that she was continuously calling me and that I was providing her information as well, which he was getting upset about too. So he told me that he was going to, quote unquote, handle the situation, and those were his exact words.
Okay.
I'm going to handle the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me if I were to get involved, and if I were to say anything, that he will kill me, he'll kill my mom and dad, and he'll kill myself. So I just complied with whatever he told me to do. And I didn't say anything to anybody, or he didn't. I just acted normal.
Okay.
I went to work as normal. I came home as normal. I went out as normal. Me and him really just weren't talking.
Mm-hmm.
I was more kind of scared to talk to him or ask questions or.
So what else? I mean, how do you, besides him saying he's going to take care of it, I mean, how do you?
Well, the day that I came home for lunch and we had the argument about the gun situation, I'd ask him why did you purchase the gun for? Like, what was the whole reason?
Mm-hmm.
He says that he has business to handle or business to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came home, he was cleaning it and cleaning bullets and putting them into the gun.
What do you mean cleaning?
He was cleaning bullets with like alcohol or something.
Okay. What was he doing with the gun? You said he was cleaning the gun too?
Mm-hmm.
What was he doing with the gun?
He was cleaning it with like cotton swabs and cotton balls.
Was it apart or together?
It was apart.
Apart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And then I left around like 1:30, almost 2, to go head back to work for lunch. And he said he's going to handle the situation. That's basically what he said. And I just went to work as normal. I didn't contact him. I didn't talk to him. I just saw him the next morning, and he took off all his clothes. He put it in a clear garbage bag. I know he took the gun and he, like, I don't know what he did with it, but he grinded it down with something.
The whole thing, or just like a part of it? Or
I know it's in like pieces.
Where is it now?
I don't know.
How do you know it's in pieces?
Because I saw,
Where
I can hear him.
Where did he do it at?
At the house.
Where in the house?
I think in the backyard.
Backyard. Are there tools back there?
My dad has like a saw machine. And he has, I don't know what these things are. It's just, I don't know what it is.
I probably wouldn't know either. It's okay.
It's like a blade, and I don't know what it does, but he told me that he was like cutting the barrel. I don't know these terms. I'm just saying what he told me.
Mm-hmm.
Cut the barrel,
Mm-hmm.
and he grind the gun down.
When did he tell you that?
A couple of days ago.
Why did he tell you that a couple days ago?
Because I asked him, what are you doing? Because the sound is loud. And
So he was out there doing that a couple days ago.
And I'm in the house, so I'm like, what are you doing at this time of the night? Like, what are you possibly doing?
Were your parents home?
My parents are home, but because our house is so far apart, it's kind of like difficult to hear what's going on one side of the house.
So as soon as he got home, he took his clothes off and put them in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Then what did he do with his clothes?
He put it in a clear garbage bag, and he went by his mom and dad's house.
How do you know he went by his mom and dad's house?
He told me.
He told you.
Mm-hmm.
When?
When he came home that morning, because he dropped my son to school.
So did you see him at home with the clothes on?
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice anything about the clothes?
Mm-mm. He looked normal.
Okay.
There's nothing on him. There was nothing.
And then but he held on to the gun until a couple days ago.
I'm guessing so. Because I saw pieces of it, because I asked, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
So I saw pieces of it.
What did he tell you you did over there?
He told me he handled the situation, and he told me that I cannot call them, don't contact them, don't do nothing, just leave it be.
Okay. Let me ask you this question. Who's Jay?
Jay? He's like a friend from high school.
How good of a friend?
Not that great of a friend.
When was the last time you talked to him?
Josh called him from my phone, like, last week.
Josh called him from your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
He took my phone, he called him, and he said for him, because I saw the text messages, he said for him to come to my house, like, ASAP.
Mm-hmm.
And then they spoke outside.
Okay. And then what?
And then nothing. He was taking my phone and texting him.
Why your phone? Listen, if you called him or texted him, we need to know. All
Oh,
right.
yeah, of
I
course.
mean, see, again, we're starting to get this little convenience thing of no, this is like a marriage made in hell. I got to be honest with you guys because you're throwing each other under the bus. So, are you taking this phone and if you talk to him, we need to know that.
No, I didn't speak to Jay at all. No.
So all of a sudden, out of the blue, Josh decides to take your phone and call Jay.
Because he knows who he is, so he took my phone.
Why did he call him from your phone?
Because I have his number. He's not his friend.
Okay. So why didn't you just call him?
Because he asked me for my phone. He asked me if I can contact him. I was like,
So are you sure you called? Did you call him first?
no.
Is his real name Jay or is it short for something?
Oh, I know him as Jay. I'm not too sure.
What's his last name?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I mean, unlike where we've been going through this today, I think it's best for us to tell you the truth. As far as, not that we've been lying to you,
No, yeah.
but we just got done talking with your husband. And I will tell you exactly what I told him.
Mm-hmm.
You are throwing him under the bus. He's throwing you under the bus. One of you is one of the world's worst people. Okay? I'm not sure which, but this is what, he's bringing this Jay Prasad into it. He said the money that you guys had left over is in a TD account with you and your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
No.
And
Me
then
and
you-
my dad have $1,000 in that account. And that account is only used to pay our mortgage.
Did you and him on Friday and Saturday go to a Walgreens in Metro West and meet with Jay?
Yes.
Why?
Josh was giving him money.
For?
I don't know. They're not keeping me. Let me tell you.
Josh says you're giving him that money, and it's to do this.
I don't have money to give. I don't have the money.
Well, you guys had $25,000 of money to give.
Yeah, but not me. I
Okay.
don't have that money. I don't have that money. I didn't see that
You
money.
said-
I didn't cash that.
Let's put it out there. Okay. What conversation did you have with Jay that day when the money was given?
I didn't have a conversation with Jay. Josh met up with him. He wants me to go with him because he's like, oh, Jay is your friend. So you have to go with
So
them.
what was his reason for contacting Josh?
So they spoke outside of the vehicle, not inside of the vehicle.
When was the last time prior to this that you guys contacted Jay?
Josh had taken my phone and texted him saying, like, where are you?
No, that's what I'm saying. Why? Okay. Why did Josh have you say, hey, I want to talk to Jay? He said you contacted him. It's your friend. Why?
I didn't contact Jay.
No. Why did Josh ask you to contact Jay? Why?
I'm guessing for this whole situation, I don't know if Josh was in contact with him. He knew something that I didn't know about Jay. Because Jay is like, he's like sell drugs and he does like all these things. So I don't know if it's something that he contacted him for.
Because see, Amelia, you didn't tell us about that.
Mm-hmm.
And what
Well,
happens
this is why I wanted to.
Well, see, again, this is what happens, and this is where we have to start figuring something out, because you have a problem, okay? Your word basically means nothing. I have news for you, all right? You connived an old man into giving him giving you $50,000 of his own money. Let's be real, okay? You weren't so innocent in that whole thing either, okay? All right. Now I'm kind of losing my patience a little bit. I got to reel it back in because I'm losing it here, okay? Because the fact of the matter is, you haven't been honest with us from the beginning. All right. So now you want us to sit here. You expect us to sit here and believe. All of a sudden, when reality sinks in and survival instinct kicks in, now you're going to put him. Now you're going to throw him under the bus,
I'm
right?
not throwing him under
Well,
the bus.
hold
at
on.
all.
That's what I'm saying. Now all of a sudden, when we come back in, he tells us that you guys were meeting up with him and giving this guy Jay money, and you're like, and all of a sudden we ask you that, and you conveniently forgot about all that. See, because you know why, Amelia? Because that puts you squarely, boom, in the middle of it, right?
I'm not in the middle of this. This is the thing. Like, oh my God.
Who killed these people? Let me ask you a very direct, flat-out question. Who killed Cynthia and Sean?
Josh.
And who?
Oh, I don't know if someone else did anything.
Okay. An hour ago, you said you didn't know anything about it. Now, all of a sudden, you know. How do you know that Josh did this besides... how do you know?
When he came home, he told me that he handled the situation.
Did he say he took something from them?
I didn't ask any questions is my thing. When he walked through that door, my mom was also still home. She had in the process of leaving the house. He knocked on the door. I opened the door.
What time was that at?
Like around 8:39.
Are you sure?
It could have been earlier because my mom was home.
What time did your mom go to work?
She stayed in a little later because she was concerned about why isn't he home. And
So she didn't leave for work at normal time?
I'm guessing not, no. Because she was still home. She came into my room around like 6 a.m. and she wanted to know where he was. And I said, I don't know where he is.
So let's go to this Jay Prasad thing.
Okay.
He uses your phone to text him to say, I need you to come over here to your house.
Yes.
But he's your friend, right?
Well, it's a mutual friend, but I know him first,
Okay.
basically, yes.
So does Jay come over to your house at that point?
He came to the house, yes.
Okay. What went on during that
So
call?
Josh and him went outside to talk.
Okay. And you
And
weren't
then-
part of that.
No, Josh came back inside.
Okay.
He put some type of like pill inside of a Ziploc bag, and he gave it to him.
Who gave what to him?
Josh gave that to Jay.
Okay. Does Josh sell drugs all of a sudden?
He gave him those pills.
Okay. Do you know what the pill was?
Some type of prescribed pill that he got for his leg.
Oh, okay. Some kind of pain medication then?
Yes.
Okay.
But he put them all in a bag and gave it to him.
Okay. So then on Friday, you and he go to this Walgreens in
Yeah, he
Metro.
says, "Come on, let's go."
Okay.
We're in the house.
And what happened there?
He gave Jay like a strap of money.
Okay. Where'd that money come from?
I'm guessing that's the money where Josh got from this whole situation.
It was part of the money that was taken from Mr. Stack.
I'm guessing so.
Okay. So, and you had no idea that he had that money.
I haven't seen the money since he brought it home, no.
And that money never went into this TD account with your dad.
No, I have my bank records for that we can show.
What did he tell you the $9,000 was for?
I didn't ask questions. I didn't ask any questions. I didn't ask anything. I don't want any part of any of this.
Okay.
I didn't ask anything.
Because you need to know your husband's in the other room saying that this was your idea, that you are friends with Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now conveniently he's using your phone to call him. That you went, at your request, you went over there and you met with him because you wanted Jay Prasad to kill these two people for you.
By myself?
No, he was with you. He's putting himself in the middle of this. He's saying this is what happened. So that's what I said. That's what I'm saying. You're putting him under the bus. He's throwing you. One of you is just terrible person.
But my question is, why would I want to kill these two people if I'm in contact with
Well,
them?
because Amelia, realistically, you're the one. Again, I don't know how many times we can say this without you sinking in. If it weren't for you, I'm flat out saying it. If it wasn't for you, those two people would be alive.
I mean, I don't understand why they would have to be killed for a type of situation like
Because
this.
$50,000 is a lot of
Try
money.
the other way.
And yeah, $50,000 is a lot of money, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and if they went to the police, you'd be sitting right here where you are now.
Of course.
Right. So,
In
and
the
if we can
ending,
avoid that,
Yeah. In the ending, I'm still here. So this is kind of just why I'm.
What kind of pills did he give him?
I don't know. I don't know what the pills are. It's whatever pain medication he got for shotting.
Why doesn't he just go get a prescription for that pain medication?
No. Josh sold it to Jay.
Josh gave it to the kid.
Yeah.
Josh sold it to Jay.
He
Yeah.
gave it to the kid. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So that's why I'm thinking that's why the kid came to the house. He came inside the house after he's finished talking to him. He asked me for a Ziploc bag. I gave it to him, and he put all the pills in a bag and went back outside.
Now, were they using your phone to text back and forth with each other?
For the most part, yes.
Are we going to see discussions about money?
Yeah, so in the text messages, Jay says that he left his wallet home, if we can lend him some money. And then later on in the text messages, it says why aren't you answering? Where are you?
When was that?
Monday.
Did he say something about it's only 9,000?
Mm-mm.
Are you sure?
Well, I don't know. I guess so. I don't know. And then all I saw in the text messages were
Was that on Snapchat?
no, via text.
Okay, go ahead.
Says, I left my wallet at home. Could you lend me a few bucks? I'll pay you back. And then afterwards, the next day, it says where are you? What happened?
What was the explanation for having to go to the Walgreens? I mean, he'd already come to your house once. Why not just...
He said
meet
that that's
there?
where Jay wanted to meet him. That we have to leave the house. Jay wants to meet.
Tell me more about Jay that's going to help us figure out who he is. What do you know about him?
I know that he went to jail last year for domestic abuse with his girlfriend, who was my friend and how I met him.
What's her name?
Christina Prasad.
Christina Prasad?
Yeah.
So he went...
So that's how I know him, because
Okay.
of her.
Okay.
And Josh knows him because of me, because of her, because we were friends.
Do you think Josh is that mad, or I don't know what is to make this up, to say that instead of taking responsibility and say, yeah, I didn't want my wife to go to prison, so I went over there and shot him, and instead he's saying, I had nothing to do with this. She paid Jay Prasad to go do this. And they stole my gun from me.
I didn't pay anybody anything. I didn't even see this money. The only thing I knew is when he was making like large withdrawals, and he'll come home with the cash in hand. And then he'll buy like stupid little things here and there. But that was it.
Amelia never faced a full murder trial. Instead, prosecutors reached an agreement with her. The 2 murder charges were dismissed in return for her cooperation and testimony against Joshua. On August 14, 2019, she pleaded guilty to felony theft and criminal use of personal identification, receiving a 3-year prison sentence with 89 days credited, followed by 15 years of probation. Once the fraud was exposed, Chase Bank repaid the stolen $50,000 back to Jerry Stack. Joshua's case went a different direction. He went to trial, and in 2020, a jury found him guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder with a firearm. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole, where he remains in Florida today. Thanks for watching this case breakdown. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more true crime interrogations. You can watch another case right here, or check out my latest upload right there.